Saturday, December 28th, 09:21 a.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. We just finished the last full week of this month and this year. So close to the end of the month. Going to go over the 6 major U.S. stock indexes. I think most people know several of them, but may not be aware of all of them. Do a top down. Top down means I'll include several time frames. Since, again, we just finished the weekly, I want to include the monthly that we're almost done, and certainly the daily. Look at the cash indexes. Cash indexes trade on the stock market from the New York session of 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York time. Several of them you can also trade in the futures market. Now look at the cash ones, referring again to the stock indexes, cash market. First is the S&P 500, the major U.S. stock index, the go-to index that institutions and individuals, professionals use to compare their stock portfolio performance to the S&P 500. Far right would be the monthly, the middle would be the weekly, and the left would be the daily. Same financial instrument here. Stock symbol SPX. On the monthly, look at that all-time new high. New high for the year, new high for the month, all-time new high. U.S. stock index, this chart is 5 years. Been a bullish market for the past 5 years. Nice. Here's the low of this year. Again, broke above, making a new high for the year yet. Almost done for the month. The weekly, well, we made the high a few weeks ago. Since then, we've done a retracement. And we closed this week with a yellow candle. Hopefully you know what that means. Big trading range the prior week, but we're inside that range still. And big wick in that prior week right here. And we had buyers step in after we had that big move up. Retracement, buyers, new high, retracement, new buyers. Daily chart, Friday did close down. Red, lower low, lower high. We closed below the prior candle. We also had a big trading range and look at a big wick in the bottom. Buyers stepped in again. Gap here on the daily chart has not got full yet. Got tested, but it's not gotten filled yet. Again, strong S&P 500. Go on to the next major index. NASDAQ 100. Yep, all-time new high as well too. New high for the month, new high for the year, all-time new high. Weekly, with that inside candle, just like the S&P 500. And on the daily, same thing. Close red, lower low, lower high. Big wick, buyer stepped in. On to the next index, one of the older indexes, Dow Jones Industrial Average. Yep, look at that. All-time new high this month, this year. Nice. And look at that big green candle the prior month. We already tested it right there on the midpoint. That red candle. Weekly chart. Yep, similar. Look at that inside candle. And the daily chart, same thing. Red, lower low, lower high. Big wick on the bottom. Buyer stepped in. So these 3 major indexes I just showed you are just that, the 3 major indexes most media focuses on. Well, I'm going to show you the other ones too. The other ones diversified into other categories. Well, Dow Jones, right here. Oops, apologize. Let's go back. Dow Transports. Here's the high for the past 5 years right here. Here's the high for this year right here. Big red candle currently taking out that low of the prior month. Yeah, the transports are, this index is part of the S&P 500. Weekly, inside candle as well too. Look at that. Big reversal since coming off the highs. And the daily chart actually made a higher high. And then rejected it. Big retracement down. Dow transports. Okay, on to the next. The Dow utilities. Last month was that new high for the past 5 years. And then this month, red. Huge sell-off. Big retracement. See here on the weekly, inside candle, small trading range. Prior week, buyer stepping in. And the daily chart, the past few days, nice run up. Run up big candles, retrace on small candles. So all these indexes I showed you are part of the S&P 500. The other index, which is referred to the RUT, aka Russell 2000, 2000 companies, small companies, they are not part of the S&P 500. Nope. Smaller value companies. Very important still to the economy. So a little insight, interest rates. This stock index is much more affected by raising interest rates and lower interest rates because they're smaller companies. In the past 5 years, last month, they had all-time new high. Current month, red candle. Weekly, inside candle. So you see the correlation of all these on the weekly charts? We had that sell-off past several weeks. Inside candle here, potential reversal. And daily chart. Past few days, made a reversal at the bottom. And Friday, lower low, lower high, wick. Show you on another perspective. Just put them all on a 20-year history, monthly chart. S&P 500, 20 years of history. NASDAQ 100, 20 years of history. Dow Jones Industrial Average, 20 years of history. These top 3 stock indexes, the past 20 years, this year making an all-time new high. They've been bullish for the past several years. Dow Transports, past 20 years. Dow Utilities, again, past 20 years. And the Russell 2000, past 20 years. So as a whole, U.S. stock market has been performing outstanding for the past 20 years, up to this point. Individual companies that fail or don't maintain the requirements are taken off these stock indexes. So you can look for many companies, you can see many companies that may no longer be on the stock market or off these indexes because they don't maintain the qualifications. So the teams, the people that manage these indexes replace companies off and replace new ones on. Again, been following me for some time. Dow Jones Industrial Average this year had several replaced. NASDAQ 100, as well as the S&P 500. If you like early access to my videos, I post them first on my Patreon page, along with a lot of other great content, good trade ideas, and how to use trade ideas for dollar cost investing, short-term trading. Yep, the link's below in the description. Thank you as always for spending just a little time with me. That is it for the video. Thanks for watching.